Okay.
Thunderbolts.
Yeah.
Some news, bad news, I would say.
Is it?
I mean,
I didn't give a shit about the Thunderbolts.
see, and that will be the topic of discussion. But
Sorry.
Stephen Yeun, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the guy
Invincible, Walking Dead.
Yeah.
Glenn. It's
Yeah.
Yen, right?
Yeah.
Stephen Yen has dropped out of Thunderbolts.
What was he doing?
He was supposed to be the Sentry.
Wow.
See, now you're interested in the Thunderbolts. But,
I'm interested in the Sentry, but not the Thunderbolts.
but
I
see,
give two shits
so
about that.
I think that's an interesting concept. To be like, okay, Thunderbolts is our Suicide Squad. And much like what James Gunn did with the Starro thing, let's go to a character that is established that not a lot of people know about and like use this fodder to like build him up. 'Cause he's a big deal.
Well,
at one point.
Here's what bugs me about, and I don't know why I've never thought about this until just now, which is stupid. But
and I've always thought he was an
the Sentry's whole deal in the Marvel universe is that he was cut out of people's memories because like he was there for a long time, but then they cut him out of his memories because of the void, which is
again,
if you know anything about him, his name's Bob. He's a dude named Bob, and he turns into the Sentry, and he's literally the most powerful person on the planet. But then he's also got, if he doesn't keep he's crazy or I'm not sure how it works.
Doesn't he have like the power of like 30,000 suns?
Right, something like he's basically the Superman of Marvel Universe. But he's also got a flip personality called the Void, which is like could destroy the world and would.
Which is such a cool concept.
So I'm not sure they either imprisoned him or sent him like really far away, and they erased him from everybody's memories.
Yeah.
So when they introduced him, I'm not sure who did. Was it Bendis?
Bendis, because that was around. That was during.
The whole thing was that they introduced the idea that he had been around forever, but that nobody remembered because of what was going on with the Void.
Because Bendis,
why haven't they used that in the MCU with the Fantastic Four? Yeah. Why don't they just do that?
Well, because when I was referencing Bendis brought him back in the Siege storyline,
right,
and kind of reestablished him. And
he made him up. Sentry didn't exist until then.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, I thought
he did. And then they retconned a whole bunch of shit.
Oh, that's probably why.
They did make a fake 60s style Sentry. My brother bought a bunch of them, and I have them at my place. I'll show them to you.
Yeah.
But it's supposed to be like a Golden Age or the Silver Age style of comic book for the Sentry,
which makes sense because of the way his costume looks. It makes
right. So they made a slightly different costume. He's got like a helmet kind of thing, but it's kind of interesting that they took that character and just established him. So I think that's ballsy of Bendis actually, because wow, you just literally this guy was around before Captain America. What?
Yeah.
Actually, I don't know. I don't know that much about the character. Anyway, so Sentry. So does that mean Sentry will not be in?
So that's what I'm thinking. So
did he say why?
Scheduling.
Okay.
Is why I couldn't do it, and I thought it was an interesting choice. Because, and not for the obvious reason of him being Asian and the character's white. I was just thinking of like he would have to bulk up a lot because Sentry is. Like super, like he's ripped, and like he's in good shape, but he would definitely have to get cut. Like
the thing about
Zach, Kumail Nanjiani did.
Right now, okay. So
that was
talk about fuck. I just had his name on my tip of my list. Zachary Levi. Remember when Shazam was announced and they were talking about him and they were like, why?
And they just put him in a muscle suit.
No, he bulked up but he's tall.
But
the actor is tall. He's not physically imposing, but he's tall. That's a good start.
But he did get padded.
He did get padded. He also bulked up, so a little bit of both, right? But it works.
Homelander, the dude who plays that, he wears a muscle suit, and he joked with Jensen Ackles because he got like super cut for that, and he goes, "Dude, you should have just told him to put muscles in the suit." And like I just thought that was really funny. So.
No, the point
and
is,
I'm not
is
saying
that
he couldn't. I think he could.
I'm never gonna say that an actor can't play a role because I've been proven wrong many times in the past by various actors and actresses or actors. I think they're all prefer to be called now, which is cool with me. I don't want to say that he couldn't, but yes, when I'm thinking about a character who can play the Sentry, and that character and what he brings and the type of character he is in the comics and everything. And if you want to here's I don't like what James Gunn did with Adam Warlock, but I don't really give too much of a shit about the character.
I
So
never cared that much about it.
I don't either, but I grew up in the 90s during the fucking whole Infinity Gems and the Infinity Gauntlet shit. And Adam Warlock was a huge part of that shit, and he was a really cool character. And they kind of just made him a dummy. And Drax was actually a way cooler character than just a dude who, like, an alien dude whose family got slaughtered by Thanos. He was a guy, just a regular dude whose consciousness got ripped from his body and put into this super body. Like, it was just this giant green hulking thing called Drax the Destroyer. And he didn't have his own memories for a while, and then he did get his memories, but then he got killed, and when he got brought back, he had the memory of mental capacity of a child. So he's this huge, and he was part of the Infinity Watch, okay? Which Pip the Troll, who we've met, was also a member of. Anyway.
I'm going cross-eyed.
I know. The point is what I'm trying to say is that if you wanted to make the Sentry different than in the comics, like they've done with certain characters, like Adam Warlock, for an example, fair.
Drax, yeah.
Drax a little bit, but I mean, I'm cool with what's his name's interpretation of the character. Because it's funny and it works, but I like the comic book version too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't think, unless you're doing like a really, a really bait and switch type of thing, like they did with Adam Warlock type of thing, or what's another character that was like that? Like we were all excited to see, and then it was like
the Mandarin, the original idea for the Mandarin.
Maybe
they redeemed it, I guess.
Maybe a little bit, yeah. Yeah, maybe a little bit. But yeah, I mean, unless you're going to do something like that, like completely flip it on its head type of thing, I don't know that he's... I don't know. That's not my first choice, but I'm also don't work in Hollywood. So I'm sure
it doesn't matter because he left. Yeah. Okay.
Well, hopefully they'll have the Sentry still in the story. I don't know what they're planning on doing.
Well, so Ryan Gosling was rumored to be talking. We don't know if that was true or not, if that was ever confirmed, that he was talking with Marvel Studios, but maybe he could be the replacement.
Yeah,
for the Sentry.
Again,
even though he's made it clear that he wants to do Ghost Rider.
Nice.
And
yes, please, yes. What is it? Where is it? I'll eat your ass.
Nice.
This is what I will do to Kevin Feige.
I'll eat your ass.
If you can get Ryan Gosling.
And then hire us to write West Coast, what was it?
West Coast Avengers.
No, Salt Lake Avengers.
No, Great Lakes Avengers.
Salt Lake. Either way, you know what our fee
You're
is?
welcome
You know
to
what our fee is, Feige?
$1 million, bitch.
The Salt Lake Avengers. You're welcome to fight crime, but you better not have a drink.
No caffeine for you. You fight on God's time.
Hey, this is Sunday. We don't fight crime today. All right? We have sex with our 19 wives. Yeah, real fucking pious, Utah.
You done?
Yeah.
You done alienating
so.
our one listener in Utah?
It would never have a listener in Utah.
I don't think they have allowed internet in there. Fuck you, Utah.
And you know what? We have some Iowa State connections here, and Utah fans have been real fucking
BYU and
Utah.
whatever
on Twitter, joining the Big 12 and shit. And let me just tell you, Utes fans, fuck you. Okay.
You know what I think?
We got into college football there for a second.
Yeah.
Wow. They didn't play
Yeah.
Yeah. What were we talking about? Thunderbolts?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I think that could be an interesting twist if they go with. Damn it!
Sorry, but if they go with Ryan Gosling,
fuck Utah. Now we're just rehashing bits. Well, I mean, that's the thing. I have a little bit of excitement for it because I think it's an interesting team. I wonder how it's going to work with Bucky and Red Guardian and
Black Widow,
Yelena, and Black Widow. All how that's going to work. I think it's interesting that they're like, okay, DC's had 2 cracks at this thing. Let's do our version of Task Force X, you know, and that's what Thunderbolts has always been. That's what I've known it. I remember, at one point, actually, I should look up the release dates, because do you think in some way Harrison Ford's going to be Red Hulk? Let's stop pretending. He's going to Hulk out in the Captain America movie, and he's probably going to attack the leader, and they're going to have a fight with the leader in the Captain America.
Sweet.
Fuck yeah, give it to me. Whoa.
I just got hard. Okay. Well, it's a
I like
song
to think
here.
that's how you announce it before you make love. I just got. Can we please just stay on topic?
That's not the fucking name of the fucking show.
It's not on panel, on topic.
Jesus. Now, what were we talking
Our
about?
tagline is never on, always off. No,
So,
that was IFC for a while.
I don't really, yeah, right. I don't really like. I never got into the whole Thunderbolts thing. I don't really give a crap. I know a lot of like villains change their names and personas.
I'm just saying, I'm pretty sure.
to be in the Thunderbolts, like Baron Zemo was called something,
I'm just saying,
like Baron Star or some shit.
my point was,
What?
I think it was Rick Remender back in like 2012. He had a run on Thunderbolts, and it had like Deadpool and Red Hulk, and it had Punisher, and there was a couple others. And so I was just saying, like, conspiracy theory, if Captain America comes out before, could this be a lead-in to have, like, Red Hulk be a part of it? I also love the idea of them tackling the Sentry in this. It's interesting because of his power levels, but as you and I have said, the power levels are whatever the writer makes the power levels.
Fair.
So if maybe this is a younger Sentry that doesn't have full understanding of his power or some shit, I don't know. Or he could just kill all of them. I don't give a shit. No, I'm kidding.
Well, that's
No, unlike James Gunn's Suicide Squad, there are characters, and granted, I cared about every character because it was well written, but they're like, who fucking cares about Polka Dot Man? You know? But with this, they're established, like, it's like Red Guardian. You know, you've seen him in a movie. It's David Harbour. Everybody loves that guy. It's Sebastian Stan. He's been fucking Bucky forever.
Yeah.
And we all agree that
is it necessary?
Florence Pugh is like great.
She's really, really good. She's really good in Oppenheimer.
It's her birthday today as we record this.
Oh, nice. Happy birthday, Florence Pugh. I think she's British, right?
Oh, you. I think so. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I think the excitement level is pretty same for me, but I really do hope that they take notes from Deadpool and be like, okay, maybe we should, because I think if they go R with it, I think that could add some intrigue to it.
I mean, is it important to this? I don't know. Whatever. What are we doing with like is it more of a street based, street level kind of thing? Is it? I mean, if you're having the Sentry, then you're kind of telling me that you're gonna involve a little more cosmic type shit, I guess, or whatever.
Well, again, well, jeez.
What's that? Sorry.
I keep comparing Thunderbolts to Suicide Squad, and I think that is fair because
it is a fair comparison, yeah.
But also, these characters are a little bit more. I mean, they've always been kind of in the gray, but they've been more good characters.
I don't think the Thunderbolts ever had plastique in their necks. Pretty sure. So Suicide Squad is almost inherently more.
Yeah, so
like Jesus.
Instead of a team of villains, it's a team of like anti-heroes.
Whatever.
That's
like, why I'm like, I don't care.
Or it's like X-Force, where it's like it's the edgier version, but
X-Force.
And we haven't really seen them kill, like Bucky killed people when he was brainwashed, but we haven't really seen them kill people. So maybe they won't go R with it. But I'm just saying, like, there's.
I don't know what the point is of it.
Yeah.
Who's doing it?
I don't know.
Who's directing or whatever, writing?
I don't know.
Why don't you look that up
I don't fucking care. That's how little I care about Thunderbolts, T-Bird.
Wow.
Yeah, I called you by your stage name.
T-Bolts.
You know that's not your real name.
Nobody
right?
cares about T-Bolts or T-Birds.
Yeah.
T stands for thunder.
Yeah, and I'm with you. I never really read Thunderbolts either. So
Like I said,
don't
Baron Zemo
have-
became another
and then-
character.
but he's not. Of what I've heard, he's not in it, which kind of loses my interest because I like that dude. I like what they've done with Zemo. I like that dude that plays Zemo.
Yeah, but how much? I mean, what else is he gonna do in the Marvel?
He was
universe?
but that's the thing is, he was good in Falcon and Winter Soldier, but like he was so good in Civil War. Like I watched Civil War like, a few months ago again, and he is so good in that movie. And I'm not trying to take away what that they did with him in
The
Falcon and
first
Winter
thing
Soldier.
I saw
but
him in was fucking Inglorious Bastards. He has the bit part as Shoshana's. He's the Nazi officer who tries to flirt with Shoshana in Paris or whatever, and she ends up killing him because he tries to rape her. I think in the
yeah,
right,
I think so.
and he kills her, or no, she kills him. I don't know, but he was really good in that.
Come on, man.
And so when we saw Civil War, I was like, oh hey.
Says it's coming to theaters July 25th, 2025.
Okay.
So 2 weeks after Superman Legacy. So that should be interesting.
Yeah.
It is. I don't see. So this is from Marvel.com. So I don't see a director. All they have is the cast.
And what's the cast?
David Harbour, John Kamen.
Okay, so Ghost.
Yeah, Ghost.
Okay. That's
Julia
interesting.
Louise Dreyfus.
Okay.
Wyatt Russell, so U.S. agent.
Okay.
Oh fuck! I forgot. See, now I'm back interested again because Wyatt Russell did a pretty good job. I don't know. Sebastian Stan,
See what? Okay.
Florence Pugh, and Olga Kurylenko.
Oh, what the fuck did she play?
Yeah, but there's no director on this page. Maybe if I look at the IMDb, but I don't know. I feel like they're gonna have to do a lot to gain interest. I think they're gonna have to have a really good trailer.
If they're looking for like a repeat of what happened with Guardians of the Galaxy.
Okay, so according to IMDb,
Mhm.
it is directed by Jake Schreier. Let me see if he has other credits. So his previous work are Robot and Frank, never saw it. Beef, never saw it, and Paper Towns, never saw it. So I have no frame of reference for this guy as a director.
Nice. Were you sick?
Yeah, I think that pretty much wraps it up for our Thunderbolts talk.
Okay, Olga Kurylenko was Taskmaster.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. I remember them announcing Taskmaster being in it too.
So does it show? Let's see, filmography. Does it show?
I mean, we don't have to get any more in the
No,
weeds.
we don't.
I'm
no,
pretty
we're not.
over
We're not.
this.
Hey, listen. Hey, guy.
This
Hey,
fucking movie.
hey, guy.
All right.
Hey, listen, guy. Off panel, off topic with Jake and Tyler.